Hello and welcome to another A Problem Shade, where I go through your issues and try to give you advice as best as I can. As always, if you can highlight or empathise with any of the problems raised, then just leave in a comment below with your own bit of advice, because obviously I'm not a professional at this. The first problem or issue is from someone who's from an anonymous. I should call you Bill. And Bill says, "Hello Drew, I am a 15-year-old boy and I have known I was gay since I was young. I want to come out to my family, but I'm too afraid of rejection. My father once said that if he ever found out that I was gay, he would disown me, and also my granddad stopped my cousins from going to a lesbian wedding so they wouldn't think that being gay was normal. I think my mum would stand by me, but even then I'm not sure. I have one friend that would definitely stand by me, but I haven't even told her yet. I am really unsure of what to do and would really appreciate your advice in this situation. P.S. Love your videos, keep up the good work." So to Bill then, I would say, first of all, definitely tell your friend, because obviously as you said, she'll definitely support you with it. So always go for the people you know would support you first, because that makes sense. You've got a bit of a backup behind you. So tell your friend, she'll appreciate it. She'll appreciate the honesty, and then you'll also feel a bit more comfortable with yourself with the fact that someone knows and you haven't got to always hide who you are and what you are, I guess. As for your family, I'd avoid your father and your grandfather for now. With your mother, after you've told your friend, you probably feel a lot more confident in yourself. So then I would slowly think about working on your mother, because as you said, she probably would support you, but you don't actually know. But I got a feeling that she probably would, from what you've said. So I would tell her next, and then you've got a bit of family behind you as well. And then, you know, just eventually, like your grandfather probably will never change his opinion anyway, because older people are the worst. Your father might, but only once your mother's on side, because once your mother is on side with you, then if you do say anything, he does say anything negative to you, then hopefully she would defend you, and you know, it wouldn't be as much of an issue. But then males for being gay are usually the worst ones anyway, so your father, your grandfather, brothers often can be the most annoying ones. In my case I was quite lucky, but for you, definitely tell your friend, then work on your mother, and then hopefully by the end of it you'll feel a lot more confident in yourself, where you wouldn't even care what your father or your grandfather think, and then it'll just be public knowledge and nobody will give a fuck. But then you never know, because your grandfather and your father know you, and I suppose it worked out the same for me. When they found out that I was bisexual, there was an initial, like, the stigma about being gay or whatever was like totally released straight away, because they know me, like they've known me all my life, and they know that I'm not like what they expect gay people to be like, if you know what I mean. So, you know, it could just help them come straight around to understanding, and then not being so homophobic, I guess. You haven't actually used that word, but I guess they might be if they'd have a problem with it. So that's our advice for Bill. If you've got any advice for Bill, then, you know, check in the comments and help him out as well. This is a community, we're a community, we should help each other. The second one is from someone else who wants to be anonymous, so I shall call you Gerald. It's quite a long one, so I'll just read it quickly and paraphrase. That's another gay one as well. "I'm gay, but I'm only out to a few online friends from role-playing sites and to one friend who I know from school. They're all fine with it. However, last year my dad died before I could tell him. Him never knowing has sort of pushed me to wanting to come out to my family last year. This was before my mother got with another man only months later, last October. Right now he's moved in and they've already got engaged. There's a lot about this that I obviously don't like, but if a person isn't white, straight and Welsh, he'll slag them off and make really sick remarks. He's also quite an avid member of the BNP. Ouch. And with you being in the UK, I guess you know about them well enough. I do. They're terrible people. My mother always seemed to not to be racist or homophobic before meeting him, but now she started to refer to gay people as all the names we're used to hearing. He's like fag and all that kind of stuff. That's fine. Anyway, these events have pushed me back a few steps into coming out. Next month I'll be moving away for university, and the one I'm going to is rated highly by Stonewall as being supportive and accepting of LGBT members. I want to be a little more free there, but I'm unsure about coming out before I leave and face a load of shit from my mother and her boyfriend each time I come back for holidays. Or would it be better to join some of the LGBT groups in uni, hoping they wouldn't find out through Facebook and shit like that? Thanks for your help. Okay, so you got a stepfather, nearly a stepfather that's coming into your family. He's a massive idiot, and your mother started to kind of follow suit with that a little bit. That's a big problem because for anyone who doesn't know, BNP is the British National Party, and they are like fascists, they are racist, they are homophobic, they are sexist, they're everything horrible about society. Totally anti-everything. So the fact that he's a BNP member makes it really difficult for you. And I think telling your mother would put her in an awkward position too. Because obviously she must love him to get engaged. I don't know about the relationship, but she must like him enough to do that. So telling her I would hold off on for now. What I would suggest you do is just live your life as you are for now. This is quite old, so by the time you've actually gone to university, unless you're already there, definitely join LGBT groups, because as I said to the last problem, it's always good to have a support system behind you should all else fail with your family. So get some LGBT people going, and don't worry too much about Facebook and stuff, because you can set privacy so family members or whatever can't see posts that you've made. It does make it awkward, but also a lot easier, because if you do like end up posting something on Facebook that's a bit gay or whatever, and then people can easily identify you as being gay from it, then it saves you a trick, because then people will ask you like why you didn't tell them you were gay or whatever, but they know without you actually telling them, so it evades that whole like awkward moment where you need to actually tell someone that's sitting there. I find it a lot easier to say certain things by text or email. That's definitely one of them. It's not the best way to do it, it's not the most nicest way, but like when you're away, you have no option but to text or whatever, or call someone, so it's a lot easier by taking out that the physical intimacy of speaking to someone about something. So yeah, go to uni, unless you're already there. Then if you're already in uni, then just do my advice. Get some LGBT member friends or whatever, just enjoy your life while you're there, because university doesn't happen forever, and it's a great time for you to find yourself then. So do all that, and then when you're totally comfortable with yourself, you've got loads of friends behind you that are gay or lesbian or straight or whatever the hell they are, then you can work on telling your mother. Tell her by yourself, don't get her boyfriend involved, because he's going to have an issue with it straight away anyway. That's going to be inevitable because he's BNP, and by definition he has to hate you. But you can't live your life in fear of you can't live your life in fear of upsetting your mother for the fact of who you are, because you are who you are, and you can never evade that. And you know, to hide from it for forever would be just awful. So definitely tell your mother first, because she'll be the one to support you, if anything. If she doesn't, then at least you've got your friends and all that stuff, you know. So that's what I would advise. And same for everyone. Anyone that's got a gay problem about coming out, get people behind you. There's loads of online communities you can talk to people about being gay, make friends, and you know, every gay person at some point has had some coming out anxiety. Then even I had it for a little bit, and I turned out totally fine. But I was lucky to have a decent family. I didn't have any BNP people in it, so that was easier. But then by now, I suppose she might not even be with him, but if she is, then, you know, just tell her first. And she'll defend you. If she's a good mother, she'll defend you against the boyfriend, fiancé. So as always, if you want to help Gerald out, then leave a comment down there and say what you would say to help him out. These gay coming out ones are awkward because it totally depends on the circumstance. I don't know what your family are like, so I can't like accurately give advice, but that's what I would do. Definitely. But I mean, it's your life, so you enjoy it, and if people have a problem with who you are or what you are, then fuck them, because they ain't important in the grand scheme of things. You're the only one that's important in your life, and whoever you end up falling in love with and all that stuff. Okay, so thank you for your problems. If you do have any problems you want me to give advice on, then you can send an email or leave them in the comments. Email's in the description. Just send it to me, put a title, a subject, a problem shade, so I know that it's for this type of video. And yeah, I hope you all can sort your problems out. The world's terrible. I love you all, my little munchkins, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.